What's up, man? So it's Tuesday. No, it's not. It's Wednesday. Jesus. This week has gone by super quick. Last night I was at work till stupid late, and I didn't get to, do anything or record anything. I've been just crazy busy, man. I've been crazy busy doing all kinds of crazy stuff. I've been going to the gym, just trying to keep up with life, man. Parent-teacher conferences are coming up. Next week is Thanksgiving. I don't know if that's crazy to anybody else, but that is insane to me. I am blown away that next week is Thanksgiving. You know, I think I heard on the radio, which, by the way, I hate listening to the radio, that we've got something like 43 or 45 days left of this year. That's nuts to think that we're that close to 2019, man. I feel like this year has just gone by so fast, and I think it's because I had so much stuff going on, but that's intense. It's really, really crazy that we're that close to 2019. I don't know, man. We got to start thinking about our goals. We got to start thinking about our New Year's resolution goals, you know? Do you want to lose that extra, 10 pounds, or go after that new job opportunity, or pursue a new endeavor, or just get back to basics? Because, I just did a series about back to basics. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know what that looks like for you, but we really need to start thinking about it because, man, that stuff's right around the corner, dude. It blows me away because I'm just, in my mind, my son's about ready to turn 2. My daughter's about to turn 6. That's nuts. I don't know, man. Time flies, and I think that's something we all need to be more aware of, man. I don't think that we're aware of it enough. I feel like we mark our days on the calendars, and we work towards the weekends, and we go after our goals, but we don't really associate how quickly time is going and how we need to start realizing that the clock is always moving. My wrestling coach used to say it all the time: you do what the clock does, you keep moving. And I'm telling you, it's probably the most influential life statement I've ever heard or have ever said, because it's so true, man. The clock keeps moving, and we have to do the same thing. We got to keep moving. So, man, we need to start thinking about our New Year's resolutions, and not just the cheesy, dumb ones. I'm talking real commitments. I'm talking the real stuff, the stuff that we want to get into that's going to be life-changing. Because the thing of it is, you can always set a goal, but your goal doesn't matter unless you actually want to pursue it, unless the goal is to pursue it. And I'm telling you, time is catching up with us all, man. I'm telling you, time is catching up with us all. It's constant, ever-changing flow of time that is catching up with us all. And we got to be ready, man. We got to go after it. We got to hit our goals hard. And we got to want what we set our minds to. We got to want it. To take a page out of Eric Thomas's book, you got to want it as bad as you want to breathe. It's a reality, man. So I don't know. I'm not trying to freak anybody out, but the calendar's winding down on this year. And I mean, I know I went into 2018 with the goal of success, and I feel like I've achieved a lot this year. Success in my new job, success in a lot of different fields. I also feel like I had some shortcomings. I had some things that I did not attack as heavy as I planned on, and some things I fell short on. But I feel like I did a lot this year. I accomplished a lot this year. I'm just simply saying, man, the time's running out on this year. So we need to, get our goals together, figure out what we, go back to whatever you wrote your New Year's resolutions in for 2018. Look at them, evaluate them, find out where you fell, short, or where you succeeded at, and then, man, make better ones for 2019. Most importantly, though, and I can't say this enough, man, enjoy your family. Enjoy your family. I'm not gonna lie, I've been struggling. I've been in a struggle with myself over the past, 3 weeks or so. It's rough. I work a lot during this time of year, and man, I'm one of the most dedicated, Like, I am heavily into the belief of working your ass off. Like, I'm heavy in that belief of working your ass off. That's the thing, man. I work my ass off, and I crush things that get in my way. And unfortunately, man, my home kind of suffers for that sometimes. I'm just telling you, like, I didn't get to see my kids last night. Everybody was in bed asleep by the time I got home. I can tell you that I didn't see them this morning because I had to leave before they got on the bus, or before they woke up to get ready to go on the bus. So it's rough, man. It's really rough. Like, people talk about work-life balance all the time. And I say this not flippantly. I say this with a true outlook on this stuff, right? There's no such thing. There's no such thing, because I've said this in videos before, but you can only put 100% into so much at one time. We're as superhuman as I want to be, I can only go so hard on so many different things. And that means some things, wind up going to the wayside for other things. And unfortunately, work takes things out of me. And I know it does the same to all of you. Like, I'm not trying to put my situation above anybody else's for any, But you gotta look at how fast time's moving, right? Like, we're already halfway through November. We're gonna have Thanksgiving next week. And we all know how this works. Like, Thanksgiving hits, and then right as Thanksgiving hits, it's like, boom, we just shoot straight out into Christmas, and roll right into New Year's, and then all of a sudden, wham, New Year. And it's like, what happened? What happened to the last 2 months? And so that's why I'm telling you, like, you got to start zoning in and focusing on what your New Year's resolution is going to be. You need to start focusing and zoning in on what your 2018 resolutions were. And you got to find the gaps, and you got to try to bridge them. You got to bridge the gaps. I say that not just about your professional life or your personal life, but within yourself, man. Like, I struggle with these things. I really do. I struggle with making sure that my work life and my home life and my own personal well-being all get the same level of intensity, the same, level of dedication. And it's not easy at all. And I fall short all the time. And I beat myself up over it, and I try harder, and then I beat myself up over it again, and then I try harder. It's, the goal is to, though, from here on forward to start paying more attention to the time. Not look at the clock and like not be driven by time, but to look at the clock and try to barrel in on it and be like, man, I'm gonna make this a thing, and we're gonna kill this in this time frame. I feel like if we start trying to be more conscious of our time, then maybe we can be a little bit better about, controlling things that generally are out of our control. I say this all the time about myself, quality beats quantity. And it does. It's a reality, right? Like, the quality that I spend with my kids far outweigh the quantity. Like, I know a lot of stay-at-home parents, right? I know people that are stay-at-home moms, and I also know, like, the dads that work part-time jobs so they can be home more often. And the thing I've noticed, and I'm not trying to talk smack about anybody that's a stay-at-home anything, but I'm just simply saying, just because you're home doesn't mean you're engaging. And that's a reality. Like, just because you're home, that doesn't mean you're engaging. Because you can be in the same household with somebody and not say 2 words to them. I mean, how much attention are you really giving your kids? Like, how much attention are you giving your significant other? How much attention are you giving your family, your loved ones? I don't know what that looks like, because I know there's a billion dynamics out there. But how much attention are you really giving them? And then the time in which you're allotted with them, I might not spend hours upon hours with my kids like I want to. No offense, I want to, but I don't. But man, I try to make every time I do as special as possible. Like, I try to give them my direct attention. I try to focus and zone in on everything they say to me. I try to give them the feedback and the love and the pride that I have in them. I want to instill that stuff in them so they know, Dad loves me. No matter what, Dad loves me. And it doesn't matter if my dad spends, 5 hours or 5 minutes with me. In the 5 minutes he spent with me, he showed me he loved me. That's my goal. That's what I shoot for. Because I believe this in not just my personal life. I believe this in work. I believe this in everything. I believe this in the gym. Period. Quality beats quantity. You can be in the gym for 3 hours, and I'm still going to crush you. And I'm going to tell you why I'm going to crush you. I'm going to crush you because in the 2 hours, 3 hours that you were in the gym, I was only in the gym for an hour, maybe an hour and a half, and my workout was 20 times more intense than yours, and it did way more impact than yours did. Just because you're in the gym for 3 hours doesn't mean you're cutting it. Just because you're at home 5 hours doesn't mean you're cutting it. You gotta start paying more attention to the clock.